All right, we are live. We're going to study Eric Clapton's Layla today. Eric Clapton snuck into this week's study because I had to take my main computer in to the computer shop, and we ended up. These are songs that I already had mostly done. And I could easily pull them up and clean them up for us here. So next week we will get back to some of the more regular pop stars I thought we were going to do. But Clapton's pretty good. He counts as a pop star, I think. And so let's see. Today is July 2nd. I'm going to put the link, get the link live. If you haven't been to our website, it's jollyrogerukulele.com. You already probably know that, or you wouldn't be here in the first place. And we're working on lead sheets this summer, and so you have part of the song as I wrote out completely, and part of it I'm going to leave for you to work on. You have a 3-day weekend and lots of awesome music, so hopefully you'll take a little time to write your own arrangements out for these all through the night. That's not what I'm looking for. I gotta scroll down further. July 2nd, click there, click, and that should come up to Eric Clapton, Layla. Okay, good. We're in good shape. Let me put it on Twitter real quick. Ukulele Friday, Friday, exclamation point. https://jollyrogerukulele.com, and then we hit tweet, and we're all set. I'm going to close Twitter out. I'm going to close out. Yes, I'm going to close out this. Clunk. Which one am I on? Am I on this one? Where's the baritone one? Here's the baritone one. All right. Good. All set. So, let's go grab the Layla version of ukulele version. What am I trying to say? Trying to use my words here. Not working so great. Pop there. Score. Okay, so Eric Clapton snuck in this week because I took my computer to the shop, and I had already done a couple of Eric Claptons for other reasons, and I thought, what the heck, he's famous. We'll have him do these. Hoping to get my computer back early next week. Until then, we'll probably be playing a lot of. I don't know what we'll be playing. I don't know. Hopefully, over the weekend, I'll write a few new things. I was going to mention how many people are here today. It says one person is here. Lynn is in. It's cooling down in New Jersey. Michelle is in. It's perfect in Rockaway Beach. Sandy is here. She's up there in Michigan. It's perfect up there. Ronnie is down in New Mexico. It's hot as blazes down there, I think. I don't know how. Ronnie broke her. Did you break your toe or hurt your toe? Went into the rocking chair twice and ever stub your toe on the furniture. Brutal. Let's see. Mid-80s in Eugene. That's a perfect day in Eugene. Cindy is here. What? Wish you hadn't mentioned the 20 best rock guitar riffs. Just spent the whole afternoon watching and listening. Yeah. I will tell you straight up, there's a reason why I don't teach electric guitar, and it's this. Once you get started, you can't stop. It's a drug like you can't believe. You start like, I wonder about those guitar riffs, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that one. I know that one. Oh, I know that one. Hey, I know all of these. And then you're like, well, I think I should get an electric guitar. And you go buy the, that cheap $150 first act electric guitar, and you buy that, and then they're like, oh, and by the way, you got to get an amplifier, and it's $10,000, and so you get a tube amp, and then you're like, oh well, but I need a fuzz pedal, so you get that, and I need an overdrive pedal, and I need a chorus pedal, and I need this pedal and that pedal and this other pedal, and I need a better guitar, and then I need a better amplifier, and then and there's no end to it. There's no end to it. It's honestly, it is unbelievable. So anytime that you think I should get an electric ukulele, no, you should not. Stop yourself. Don't do it. Just trust me. There is no end to the crazy that happens the minute you think I'm going to go into Guitar Center and talk to the teenage boys that work there. Honestly, it's going to turn into a thing for you. So sorry, Cindy, you've gone to the dark side. Probably no recovering from it. Kat is in. Kat, good to see you. Elizabeth, apologize, I have to leave early. Celebrating, Elizabeth is ready to go out and start knocking back the Long Island iced teas. She lives in Colorado, probably be, firing up the hookah. Elizabeth is a party animal. You don't spend your life in music and think that you're going to let a chance to party go by. All right, Elizabeth, we'll let you sneak out. Hey, Amy, good to see you. Diane, back with you on a Friday. I know, it's Friday. What the heck are we doing here? Vicky, hi again, good to see you. It's 90 degrees in Bozeman, you guys. Evelyn in from Oahu. Let's see. Carol, just watched yesterday's class, loved it. My guitar playing son introduced me to Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray, and other great musicians. There's a lot of really great music written by rock guitarists, and not all of it, but most of it's malarkey. But a few of them are like, holy Moses, that's just really good. Hurt your foot, not your toe. Oh, okay. Oh, geez, Ronnie. Sorry about that. Rita, in from Illinois. Sunny and 66. That sounds okay, Rita, right? You guys have been having kind of crummy weather up there. There are electric ukuleles. No, there's not. Don't trust me. There's not. There are electric ukuleles, and there are electric guitars. And if you have to pick one, you want to pick an electric guitar. It's way amazingly cool. The ones they use in jazz, those giant ones, boom, 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 boom. Those are so much fun to play. Yeah. So, well, no, with ukuleles, you buy your first one. It's the wrong one because you got it on Amazon and didn't check with me. And then you buy a good ukulele, and then you buy a really good ukulele. That's supposed to be your progression, right? You buy a ukulele, then you buy the ukulele you should have bought, and then you buy a good ukulele. And sometimes then you decide, oh, I got to have a low G. You don't, but you think you do. And then now I'm talking you into getting a baritone. But then you can stop, right? I have a ton of ukuleles at the studio, which are for people to buy. But in my personal lineup, the ones that I consider like really my instruments, I don't have that many of them because you don't need that many of them. You don't need all of this stuff you think you need. You need to be able to play the one in your lap. That's what you need to be able to do. Let's see. Nancy, 82 and sunny in Florida. While I write my lead. Oh, yeah, nice. Nancy's knocking out her lead sheets. Jen is back. So the Merry Monarch Hula Festival going on. Oh, yeah, the Merry Monarch Hula Festival, right? That sounds like fun. And Linda in from Alabama. Linda's normally in from Hawaii. She's been logging in from Laguna. Now she's logging in from a rainy Alabama. So it's basically like Hawaii in Alabama. Wonderful to be with the Merry Monarch in person. Yeah, right. Okay, so Layla. Layla's he's in love with a girl that he can't have, right? So that's what's going on in the song. Pretty famous riff here. So let's talk about these first 8 measures. You want to get these right, let's just. The chord is a G minor to get started. I keep ending up grabbing a G chord. Either one will work for you, but you probably should try to grab your G minor if you can. And then that first measure feels almost like a G7, sort of. Okay, and then put your G minor on. Ba bum bum ba da bum. Let's try that together. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I would just do middle and ring finger on the 2 3s. Okay, it is an E flat, so you could put a bar on there, but I think it takes too long to get there. So just go, just put middle and ring finger over the 3s. You should be fine. Ba da bum, ba da bum. Let's give it a try one more time. Ready, go. F chord. find out? You learn measure 1, and going into halfway through measure 2, you've learned the whole riff. Okay, and that's rock guitar for you. As I was putting this together this morning, I went and listened to a couple of Eric Clapton live, right? Remember, he was famous for his acoustic versions of this, solo acoustic versions. And so he's up there and he's messing around with his guitar, making just noise, and then all of a sudden, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, and the crowd goes wild, right? That's what a riff does for you, is it gives you this sort of like, wow, that's the song I love kind of moment, right? And you see that throughout rock. If they can get a really effective intro riff, then that gets the crowd going wild and blah, blah, blah. Let's see. This one is a tough one, chords that I don't usually see. Yeah, and so E minor, right? Or I'm sorry, G minor. We don't see it a ton. Okay, but it's one you should know for sure. That E flat, usually I do E flat with my index finger here and these two fingers here. But it sounded better to have the full E flat, which is either this one or this one. Either of those are E flats. For me, though, the only thing that matters is the 3-3. Okay, and when we get onto baritone, you'll see it really makes a lot of sense. Okay, so there's your intro. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Bum bum ba da bum ba da bum ba dum bum bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum ba da bum ba dum bum bum. So you basically do the riff 4 times, and then that's it. Okay. Now, if you if Cindy's going to go buy an electric guitar, I can feel it in my bones. She's going to be at Guitar Center's 4th of July sale, and she's coming back with a Strat and a Marshall tube amp, and she's going to be down in her basement, ba-dum, bum, ba-da-bum, blum, blum, right? And it'll sound cool, by the way, Cindy. Now, let's talk about the main section. You'll notice there's 3 sets of lyrics. They go top to bottom, and he comes back, goes top to bottom, comes back, goes top to bottom. It looks pretty straightforward. Let's talk about it. Grab your D minor 7, but your melody's up on 5, so go grab a regular D minor. Okay, and the D minor 7 on here, you just take your ring finger off, so it's just straight 5s. Okay, that's a D minor 7. Isn't that lovely? Yay. The other thing to pay attention to, the song starts off with 2 flats. Look at measure 0 in the very top. 2 flats, that means you're in G minor, and it makes sense because your first chord is G minor, and your last chord in that first section is G minor, so you're playing in G minor. Then, nobody knows why, he switches to D minor in measure 9, so that's 1 flat. And most of you that took the little piano, you're like, no, 1 flat's F, okay? But it's companion chord key. The companion key to F is D minor, and so now he switches into D minor. Just happens to open up with a D minor 7. Okay, what will you do when you get lonely? And so that's what you're looking for here. What will you do when you get lonely? I will tell you, I'm going to put a 5 up on my bar on 5. That 3 here is inconvenient because I got to come back to the 5, and I've got my bar hanging out on there. So on my arrangement, and rather than playing the 3, I played an 8 on the 2nd string, and that way you can leave your bar there. And then I go grab the 3. Okay. A7 at measure 10, just play a regular A7. Okay, those of you who know the song, you're like, oh yeah, I know that. And it makes perfect sense. Okay, measure 11, go back to your bar 5. And no one waiting by your F7. Same exact shape as G minor, it's just up, and raise everything up to the higher strings. Side, and that's exactly what he sounds like. Then back to your G minor, and in this case it's a G minor, right? And so I'm questioning whether I maybe should have changed that to a D minor, but I'm going to go with G minor here. I think I'm right. G minor. It is a G minor. You've been, and then a C chord, running Page 2, F chord. Hiding such too long. Okay, B flat there. G minor again. You know it's C chord. Just your foolish. F chord on 16. Pride. And a B flat. Layla. Okay, and notice as you go from 16 into 17, the key changes. As a tablature player, you could care less. You're just like, okay, it's just a G minor, whatever. But as a musician, you're like, oh, we're going into a new key. We're going to get a new set of chords here probably, and they're going to create a certain feeling in the song. And so when he goes, hiding much too long, you know it's just your foolish pride, Layla. When he says la, you can remember, those of you who know the song, you're like, oh yeah, it definitely does have a different feeling there. So you hit Layla, and then an E flat. You, F chord at 18, got me on my G minor knees, Layla. I'm F chord with the 3, begging, darling, please, Layla. 22, darling, won't you? And then you got a 5 with a G minor underneath it. Please ease my worried mind. E flat. Okay, that E flat is important because that's your turnaround to go back up to 9. F7. Just fill in that middle of that measure 12 with something. Back to 13. Oh, I know what I'm doing. The reason I know it's a G minor. Let me give you one trick. Okay, this is a G minor, right? Index, middle ring, and you can reach your pinky up there to get the 5s. You've been running. Okay, you can do that. But here's what's kind of cool. You know how E minor is right here? E, ding, 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 ding. Move it up 1, it's an F minor, sort of. And you move it up 2, it's a G minor for real. And you can leave your top string open. And it sounds really sweet in this arrangement that I did. Okay, so, you've been running. And go back, measure 14. Hiding my, gosh darn it, hiding much too long. And then go grab this crazy E minor on 5. You know it's just your foolish pride. And then, so the second verse is, I mean, everything's basically the same. There's a couple of syllabification changes, but mostly it's the same. I tried to give you consolation when your old man let you down. There's you got to stretch that old out in the second verse. Old man let you down. Like a fool, I fell in love with you. You turned my whole world upside down. And then Layla, blah, blah, blah. And there's the chorus. And then the third time through, let's make the best of this. And the syllabification doesn't work, so you just have to sort of pretend that you're just going to drop a word. Let's make the best of the situation before I finally go insane. Poor Eric. Please don't say we'll never find a way and tell me all my love's in vain. Whatever. Layla. Okay, so that's what's going on. Now, you play it through 3 times. Nothing fancy. Let's talk about the ending. Okay, so go to 22. 22, you got your F chord with a 3, right? So do that. Darling, won't you? And then G minor on 5. G minor on, open the G minor with your ring finger on 3. Mind, then E flat, F chord. You're going to introduce a D as a really strange sound here. C minor, E flat, and G minor. Okay, and so I tried it lots of different ways, and I think that kind of gets to the root of what he kind of does when he's noodling around with this ending. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, a little overly dramatic ending to it, and I just went ahead and gave you all those chords. They're fine; they'll work great. So there's that. Let me play it on baritone, and then we need to talk about your weekend. Are we doing on time? Fine. All right. Now, of course, Eric Clapton's a guitarist, so this sounds more legit if you use a baritone. We'll find the baritone version. I'm still trying to learn how to use my gadget here. There it is. Okay. Has a cool. Yeah, the ending is kind of cool. The chords are fun, right? Okay. Those of you on baritone. Right, we'll do that. And then on ukulele, all of these chords are open position. Okay, you got a B flat in there, but other than that, all of these chords, all of them, should be in your wheelhouse. Okay, so if there's anything on here that you're like, I don't know what that chord is, I want you to just go figure it out, because every one of these is in sort of that open position, and they're going to sound great. Okay. And I don't think I can play this smoothly yet, but give me, a strum for every chord basically, and it'll sound great. Okay, so from the top, those of you with baritones, am I in tune? Okay, good enough. From the top. And then let's just do one time through as if it's the last time through, including the intro. 1, 2. Come on, Gary. Baritone players, do it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, bar on 5. 2, 3, 4. You've been running. F chord, G minor, E, B flat. On 5. And then go to the ending. Okay, so I did that badly. Let me go from 23. From 23, go. The chord shape's wrong. Chord shape's wrong. That's why. Your G minor, baritone players, that's on the 3rd fret not the first fret. The tablature is right. The chord shape is wrong. I'll fix that. That's why I messed it up. It's the paper that's wrong, not me. 23, go. And I did put a rit on there, ritardando, which means slow it down as you get toward the end. Just again for drama section. So poor Eric is just begging for love here, and maybe he'll get it if we play really, really well. All right, now a couple things. We're off on Monday. So for most of you guys come to the orchestra on Monday nights. We're gonna cancel that as well. Donna has the day off, so we're gonna go. We're probably gonna sit on the balcony and feel sorry for ourselves for the whole day, and then we got nothing to feel sorry for ourselves about. So take Monday off. Have a great weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then on Tuesday, as I was writing almost all these out, I think I have the arrangements done, my arrangements done for all of them. I think I got to go double check. I might have a couple of baritones that I got to finish, but I'll go ahead and get my arrangements posted up there, and it will magically turn the words lead sheet into final version or something like that, and then I'll get all that posted for Tuesday. Those of you guys that are working on actually filling out your lead sheets, that's far more important than playing my versions, okay? You creating your own version that makes sense to you and your ear is the most important thing that you can do. If you're a pretty decent player and you're like, you know what, I know I can play whatever Gary puts out there. Now's the time when you start thinking about how can I create my own music, and so that's more important than playing mine. However, if you're not doing that, come by over the next couple days and pick up the arrangements and get started working on them. All the music this week is hard. Okay, both sides now, Build Me Up Buttercup, Tears in Heaven, and Layla are all pretty challenging pieces. It is my hope, I don't remember if I have it in my computer or not, and I don't have my computer at all, but I think I have Wonderful Tonight, which is another Eric Clapton song that's just wonderful that I want to put together. And so we'd have 3 Claptons. I do want to go back and do another Joni Mitchell. I don't know which one. You guys can pick one, I guess. Send me an email. Hey, I like this Joni Mitchell song. And I want to do, what's the other 70s girl? Her name's not going to come to my mind. Joni Mitchell and who's the other one? With long hair. Anyway, we want to do a couple of hers as well. And then, starting next week, we're going to continue to. Next week will be a regular week, except we won't be here Monday. And then I think the week after, I'd like to do a bar chord workshop and a muse score workshop. I'm probably going to do the muse score workshop here during the day and the bar chord workshop on a Monday night, because I think that the Monday night people, most of them are probably not in that place where they're writing music yet, and you guys are. So I think it'll do you more good than them. And so that's the plan going forward. Hope things are going well for you. Hope you have a wonderful 4th, those of you who are celebrating, and those of you in other countries, hope you're having a wonderful weekend. And there's that. Ronnie says, have a blessed weekend and happy 4th. The same to you. Vicky says, happy 4th. Vicky's having 90-degree weather up there. Crazy. Vic, good to see you. Evelyn, happy 4th of July to everyone. I'm looking forward to Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday will be fun. We'll get all these nice songs put together. Nancy, oh my God, I forgot about 5-5-5-5 being D minor, so you can imagine the stress. Yeah, forever, Nancy. I did 2-2-1-5 forever, and my pinky, like, this is really hard to do. And then I was teaching that for a couple of years, like, yeah, you just have to reach. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there's a bar right there. Yeah, so that'll. There you go, Nancy. See, light bulb, blink. That's exciting when you get to see Judy Collins. That's the one I'm thinking of. Thank you, Vicky. Laura Nero, or you're probably thinking, yeah, Laura Nero. I don't know who Laura Nero is, but she's probably lovely. Is Amy here? She has all these, Joan Baez. That's the other one I was thinking of. Judy Collins and Joan Baez. I got to write those down real quick or I'll forget. I wasn't that focused in the 70s. I was going to elementary school. Who's the one who's the Icelandic girl you want to do, Amy? I forgot. Let's see. Ukulele learning. Thanks for sharing your remarkable knowledge and great humor. Enjoy the fourth. Take it easy. Yeah, poor Henry's actually back in the ball game. He's eating hard food again. So, and mostly Henry and I are in a fight because he's decided sometime, usually about 4:30 in the morning, he wants attention. I do what I can, but I'm asleep, right? And so this morning he bites me, and I'm like, you know what? I can get a new cat, and he doesn't seem to understand that. Amy, good to see you. Rita, big yellow school bus. Big yellow. Oh, okay. I don't think I know that one. I'll have to look it up. Michelle, have a beautiful weekend to you as well, Michelle. Joan Baez. Joan Baez and Judy Collins. Those are the two that are in my head. Have a great 4th, Sandy. Rita, happy 4th to you. Kat, sounds like a great plan. Thanks so much. You're welcome, Kat. Good to see you. Have a wonderful 4th down there. Carol, learning a lot. Good. That's what I'm here for, is to hopefully get you to be smarter musicians, hopefully. Big Yellow Taxi. Bjork. That's who I'm thinking of. Thank you, Cindy. I can't. Amy's probably already gone. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. ABBA. No. I draw the line at ABBA. That's it. That's where the line is. I liked ABBA until they came out with Mamma Mia, and that is the dumbest musical in the history of the world, and I had to sit through it. And I am now a very strong advocate against ABBA. I've decided that, and we're not doing it. No. Mamma Mia broke me. It broke me. All right, you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see all of y'all next Tuesday, and I'll get started on my ABBA music. Carly Simon, Buffy St. Marie. Okay, or how about... Yeah, Send in the Clowns. That's one of those that I definitely think has a nice melody and would probably work. All right, have a great 4th. No ABBA. Cindy's been watching rock riffs and is all of a sudden against disco. You see how that works? All right, guys, I'm pulling the plug. Peace. Hit the thumbs up button.